Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm gonna talk about Snick. Now, if you are a child watching this, then you have no idea what I am talking about. But if you grew up in the 90s like I did, then you will remember it. Now, Snick was this blog that would air on Nickelodeon every Saturday night, and it would consist of four shows. Now, I first saw Snick back when it was new. It was 1992, and I was 6 years old. Of course, I didn't know what the year was back then. I just know it because I looked it up. Now, I remember the first lineup was uh, Clarissa Plays It All, Roundhouse, Red and Stimpy, and Are You Up in the Dark? Now, I'm not gonna talk about every show here at Snick. Probably not gonna, give full details of any of them because, well, so many shows aired, around Snick during its run, and well, some of these shows I'm planning to do separate videos on. So well, anyway, yes. So before Snake, Nickelodeon would air every day until 8 p.m. when Nick at Night would start. But once Snake came around, there was 2 extra hours at Nickelodeon Saturday nights. Also remember the logo for Snake. Not just a name, but also there was this big orange couch. And a lot of stars from shows would sit at them. Yes, well, anyway, I think my earliest memory of Snake was, not that much because, it was so long ago. But, one of the things I remember about Snake was that, one time there was this, you kind of had to like this contest. It didn't last long. It's where some kid would be on the phone and get some kind of images and they win a prize. And I think it has some kind of connection with McDonald's back then. But yeah, that was one thing I remember. I also remember that oh yes, there was this one. Yeah, now I remember. Yes, during once a year, the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards with Aaron Snake, and that was some one of the things I was looking forward to every year. And I always root for for a certain thing depending what the category was. And a lot of shows did Aaron Snake like of the original like Beat and Beat, Old Dag, Kill and Kill, and so many others. And of course, next year, no, in 2 years will be the 30th anniversary of Snake, just like how next year will be the 30th anniversary of Nicktoons, which I forgot to mention in my last video, I think. Well, anyway, yes, and I think around during the from the late 90s to early 2000s, I think. One thing I remember was that Snake would start with this kind of some kind of lighting thing, going through the power outlets outside outdoors, those electric wires, and then it will connect to a Charlotte's television set. And I will mention that same thing happening in my home, in my house, the one of us used to live in. Now, during my middle school years, Snake was rebranded as the Snake House, and they would like have a bunch of kids having parties and stuff. And then during my high school years, the I guess what was the current cast of all that back then would do some kind of their stuff, but yes, and also from middle school to high school, there were shows like the Amanda Show and yes, other shows. I guess Snake has been around for some time now. I mean, it's not around anymore, but anyway, yeah. And also, once Disney Channel became part of for a piece of cable. It was kind of like a some kind of competition for what kids can watch on. I mean, for what kids would decide to watch on Saturday nights, whether it was in like a Snick Nickelodeon or whatever was running a TV channel. And then when Cartoon Network became available, according to the provider my family was using back then, that was another option to watch. So yes, it's gonna make it difficult for some kids to decide what to watch on Saturday nights. And let's see. And from what I looked up, that Sneak ended somewhere around 2005. I think January I read on it. But yeah, so even though now Nickelodeon still has a starting lineup, that was the same time around Snick, but right now doesn't go by any name. Last I read, but I guess this might not be as a long video as I thought it's going to be. But anyway, yes, growing up, Snick was a. Oh yes, now I remember something. Yeah, when I started using the internet, well, this was during the late 90s to early 2000s. Well, just like with Zook Disney, Nickelodeon will also have some stuff from Snick to do online, and kids will vote for what they want to see, especially when it comes to the Kids Choice Awards, because well, for kids who didn't have access to the internet, like in the early days, well, they would either have to make their votes on the phone if given parents permission. But once it got a little better, then kids would vote for who they want online. And I think they still do, when it comes to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. But still, the Snick brand hasn't been used for a long time. However, the shows that used to air on Snick did a rerun on other networks, at least the ones that are mostly associated with Nickelodeon, like the Nick 2 channels and T-Nick. And there might be some old shows from Nickelodeon, that used to air on Snick somewhere around. I mean, you can look for stuff like VRV, and maybe there'll be some on Netflix, but I do not know because, well, yes, there is a deal that Netflix already made with Nickelodeon, but I do not know if they're gonna add some of the really old shows from way from back then. I mean, plus I haven't paid for Netflix for a while, but still, if there is, if you're paying for Netflix right now, you can check it out, or just wait and see what happens. So you can just look up information to see if any of your old shows from Nickelodeon, favorite ones, would is able to watch either on Netflix or Hulu or whatever. And I'm not being paid by Nickelodeon to talk about Snick. I'm just sharing, my memories of what I used to watch growing up. So this is what my video channel is all about. Me talking about the stuff I enjoyed growing up, but I am planning to do some other stuff too. I just hope I get a job soon, so I can start filling myself like benches and stuff. So I think that's all I can say about Snake on this video. So I guess that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.